You grab your keys. Your pet looks up. You say goodbye, and you close the door. What happens next is something most owners never see, because the moment that door closes, your pet's brain shifts into a completely different state. And for millions of pets around the world, that state is quiet, invisible distress. Not because you're a bad owner, but because no one ever told you these 5 things. If you love your pet and want to understand them better, subscribe right now and hit the bell. Every week, we reveal what your pets are hiding. Welcome to What Pets Hide. Whether you have a cat, a dog, a rabbit, or a bird, what we're covering today applies to every pet left alone at home. Stay through all 5 things, because number 3 is the one most owners feel guilty about when they finally hear it. Thing number 1, set up their world before you leave. Most owners say goodbye and just go, but your pet isn't built for empty space and silence. Their brains need something to do. For cats, that means a window perch they can actually see movement from, a puzzle feeder with a few hidden treats, something that makes their mind work while you're gone. For dogs, it's a Kong toy stuffed and frozen the night before, or a sniff mat scattered with kibble. Smell is a dog's most powerful sense. Give them something to follow. For rabbits, a cardboard tunnel, a hay rack with 2 or 3 types of hay for variety. Rabbits investigate. Let them. For birds, foraging toys with food hidden inside. Rotate their toys every few days. A bored bird is a stressed bird. Research comparing enriched environments to barren ones found measurable differences in cortisol levels within just 2 hours of isolation. You're not just leaving them toys, you're leaving them a world to explore while you're away. Thing number 2, change how you say goodbye. This one surprises people. Most owners do long, emotional goodbyes. They crouch down, they cuddle, they say, "I'll be back soon," in a soft voice, and their pet's anxiety spikes. Here's why. Your pet doesn't understand your words, but they read your energy perfectly. When you're emotional at the door, they learn one thing. The door means something big is happening. The fix is simple, a 10-second calm routine. Same every time. A quiet pat, a soft word, and you leave. No drama, no prolonged eye contact, just consistency. This is classical conditioning working in your favor. When the goodbye is always calm, the departure stops being a trigger. It becomes just a normal part of the day. Thing number 3, and this one is the one that makes most owners pause. Silence is not neutral for your pet. When you're home, there's sound. Your footsteps, your voice, the TV, the kitchen. Your pet's nervous system is calibrated to that environment. When you leave, the silence isn't peaceful. It's a signal that something is missing. For dogs, a 2015 study by the Scottish SPCA found that classical music and reggae significantly reduced stress behaviors in shelter dogs. Less barking, less pacing, more resting. For cats, species-specific music, slower tempo, lower frequency, has been shown to reduce signs of stress during veterinary visits and at home. For birds, ambient social audio matters most. Birds are flock animals. Silence for a bird means isolation. A radio left on low or a nature soundscape can make a significant difference. For rabbits, soft background noise reduces startle responses and keeps the environment feeling inhabited. Leave a playlist on before you go. Not loud, not silent, just enough to tell their nervous system the world is still here. Thing number 4, feeding and water timing. Time their food and water deliberately. This isn't just about making sure they're not hungry. It's about how hunger, digestion, and stress interact. Leaving immediately after feeding can compound anxiety. The body is focused on digestion. Adding the stress of solitude on top of that creates discomfort that owners often misread as behavioral problems. Fresh water is equally important. Dehydration, even mild dehydration, elevates stress hormones. For rabbits specifically, hay must be available at all times. A rabbit's gut never fully stops moving. Gaps in hay intake can cause serious health complications within hours. For birds, the position of their food bowl matters. Birds feel more secure eating from a covered or partially shielded bowl. It mimics natural feeding behavior, where they have something above them for protection. Before you leave, check 3 things: fresh water, food timed appropriately, and for rabbits, hay in full supply. That small routine protects their biology and their emotional state at the same time. Thing number 5, and this one might be the hardest to hear. How you come back matters just as much as how you leave. The instinct when you walk through the door is to rush to your pet. High energy, big greetings, immediate cuddles. And that instinct, as loving as it is, can make separation anxiety worse over time. Here's what's happening in your pet's brain. When you return with high energy, you confirm that your departure was a significant event. You validate the anxiety. You teach them your leaving is worth being distressed about. What behaviorists recommend instead is a calm re-entry. Ignore your pet for 2 to 3 minutes after walking in. Put your bag down, take off your shoes, get settled. Then greet them calmly. This feels wrong. It feels cold. But what it actually teaches your pet is this: your return is not a dramatic event. It's just what always happens. And when departures and returns stop being dramatic events, the anxiety around them begins to dissolve. Your pet doesn't need a reunion. They need to know you always come back. So let's bring it all together. Thing 1, set up an enriched environment before you leave. Thing 2, keep your goodbye calm and consistent. Thing 3, never leave your pet in complete silence. Thing 4, time their food and water deliberately. Thing 5, return calmly and let the reunion come naturally. Every time you do these 5 things, something changes in your pet's nervous system. They stop bracing for your absence. They stop waiting in distress. Instead, they learn the most important thing a pet can learn: I am safe, and they always come back. Which of these were you already doing, and which one surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this video helped you understand your pet a little better, share it with one pet owner who needs to hear it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we do this every week. Every week, we reveal what your pets are hiding. We'll see you in the next one.